Break the door down.
I just shot somebody. Lesbians?
Lesbians.
Oh.
Boo, you whore! Hi there, I'm Audie.
I'm Danny. I just want to let everyone know that we just had to take a 10-minute break because Elise was laughing so hard that she was going to throw up. All because she asked for her drink. Audie said no. Elise grabbed onto Audie. I don't know what the next plan was supposed to be.
I don't know.
I just shook her. I just
shook me and she went like an angry chihuahua. And I looked at her like, oh, and she had been hiccuping and laughing to the point of almost throwing up ever since, to the point that Danny and I have not been able to look at her.
Yeah, I've just been looking away. And also, if someone throws up, I'm out of here. I'm gone.
Oh no, if someone throws up, we're done. No episode
now.
So if you hear hiccups, that's me.
We got a case of the giggles today, guys.
Yeah.
You did sit down at the last episode and you were like, I'm in a mood.
I am.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I'm still in mood.
You know what it sounded like? You know those toys? Ow! Ow!
Oh.
Yeah, that. I can't do. Yeah, yours was better. Have you seen the guy who covers songs as that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I'm fine.
So you're just going to hear hiccups for...
Yeah, we're just going to ignore Elise and me and Danny podcast for the next 10 minutes. So I'll tell you what we're talking about so that she has a moment to breathe. We didn't even do the intro. We didn't even fucking say breakfast with bimbos. We're just here.
Breakfast with Bimbo!
All right. We are talking about the death of the famous Hollywood actress Natalie Wood.
Ooh, I've heard of the name before.
I don't know who that is.
She was a very famous actress. She is best known for being in West Side Story and Gypsy.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay.
But she drowned. Under very strange circumstances, which is what we're going to talk about today.
Huh. Who was the lady from Glee that drowned?
Santana. What is her name?
Is there a Glee curse? Can we do an episode on that? Why is so many
no,
people
for
from
real.
Glee dying?
I know, literally.
Like, Leo Michelle, watch your back for so many reasons.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so Natalie Wood was one of the biggest stars in Hollywood up until her death in the 80s. So she was a pretty big deal.
I have the hiccups. Literally, I can't control it. It's a bodily function. If I hold it in, it hurts.
It's just the way these poor listeners are just going to hear. And then...
Mine are loud too, which is bad.
So she started acting as a very young child. Like I said, she was best known for West Side Story and Gypsy. Mm-hmm. And in her early childhood, her mom kind of raised her to be terrified of dark water.
That's so fair. That's so fair.
Because apparently at some point, I don't know if her mom herself went or if her mom and Natalie went, but they went to a fortune teller who said she saw Natalie dying from drowning. So ever since she was a child, her mom kind of fed into like, hey, you should be afraid of water.
Oh, no.
So she was only 10 years old when she was filming a movie, and she had to be on this bridge that was like rigged to collapse, but not fully. Kind of like the Disneyland bridges.
Yeah.
Where like they do the fake collapsing, but it's just a prop. Well, the bridge really did collapse, and she fell into the water, broke her wrist, was bruised up. Obviously a very traumatic thing to happen to anybody, let alone when you're 10.
Yeah.
So it kind of solidified her fear of water even more. And as somebody who also has a fear of water, it makes me so sad for her that it really was her demise, knowing she was terrified of it. I mean, as a child, she didn't even like washing her hair. She had nightmares about drowning as a kid. Like, this was a very big deal to her. So, we're kind of talking about just Natasha first before we get into what happened, because she was a Hollywood star, so we actually have a lot of her upbringing.
Yeah.
So, on her 18th birthday, she went on a date with...
I'm so sorry.
The way I'm going to be editing is just like, click out, click out.
No, but some of these are while you're talking, and I feel so bad.
We're just here.
We did give a disclaimer.
So on Natalie's 18th birthday, she went on a date with an actor named Robert Wagner. Now, you may or may not have heard from him. He has a bunch of really famous shows.
I know his name.
The most famous one, I believe it was called Heart and Heart. It was like a detective show.
I don't know.
Where he was
the name sounds familiar, though.
Yeah, where he was like the main detective with a female co-star.
He's in Austin Powers!
Yeah, he's known for a lot of different stuff. Unfortunately, I know him as an asshole, and that's what we're talking about today. So, they were both married in 1957. Keep in mind, she is 18, he is 26. Now, it was the 50s, so obviously much more I don't want to say regular, but like...
Yeah, it was more socially acceptable at the time.
Yeah.
It was just a thing. So, they get married, 1957. They end up getting divorced pretty quickly. And then, by July of 1972, after she had a short-lived marriage with somebody else, her and Robert get remarried.
Oh.
And they are married until her death.
Oh.
What if it was him?
He's the Dark Water.
So that's why we're here.
We'll get there! Oh my
I didn't say we'll get there! I said that's why we're here! I answered the question! Kinda. So she does say that she had a lot of hardship in her life. Like, she was an amazing actress. She was well off from a very young age. She didn't really want for anything. Other than the fact that because she was so young and always handed a script with a character, she didn't know who she was. She only knew the characters that she had been playing.
Oh, that's so sad.
This kind of catches us up to the crime and, like, what happened with her death. So it's November of 1981. It's the weekend after Thanksgiving. So Natalie Wood had been working on a film called Brainstorm with the one and only Christopher Walken.
Oh!
She had invited Christopher Walken to come and stay on her and Robert's yacht. Yes, they had a yacht. The Splendor is what the yacht's name was. So she said, hey, come down. We're going to take the yacht out for the weekend. Like, come stay with us. So we have Robert on the boat.
But she has fear of water. Why would she go?
I don't know. But keep in mind, this is a big yacht. This isn't like a tiny little dinghy ship. This is one of those big ships that, like, has a cabin that you sleep in and you're underneath. Like, you're not...
I understand that. It's bigger, you feel safer.
Yeah, it's not like what you're thinking, like, on Lake Lanier, where it's those tiny boats. I say tiny, but they still fit, like, 10 people.
Yeah.
This is a yacht. This is a big-ass ship.
A millionaire's yacht.
Yeah, like, if you're inside of this ship, you can't really see the ocean. Like, one of the mini cruise ship, if you will. So we have Robert Wagner, Natalie Wood, and Christopher Walken on this ship, along with the skipper or captain of the boat, Dennis Davern. And he's a really close family friend to the point where he's like, oh, I basically treat Natalie like my daughter. Like, I'm very close to her. And she is very comfortable with him. I think they've worked together for a long time. So Natalie had kind of become infatuated with Christopher Walken because they had been playing co-stars that I believe were lovers in the film. To the point where Rob Wagner had actually flown out to the set to, quote, make a fool of himself over this, aka he was jealous as fuck. And I think it's really funny, because I do not think Christopher Walken is attractive.
I haven't seen him when he was young.
Yeah, me neither.
He looks like, what's the butler in Addams Family?
What is his name?
He looks like
I don't remember.
Oh my gosh, he looks
like,
I see it.
1981 is when this happened.
He looks like a wax man.
Yeah, he's a little funky.
Interesting.
And I'm not going to say anything nice about him because I'm pretty sure he was on the Epstein list. So anyway.
He looks like Jamie Campbell.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can see that. That's fair. I think Jamie Campbell looks way better.
He looks way better.
Definitely.
But like the stone face.
But Jamie Campbell, take it back. I don't give a fuck about him in Stranger Things. I want him in Sweeney Todd. Him playing Anthony. That man was...
I think he has a theatrical background, like musicals and stuff, too.
He's a musician. He has a band.
Yeah, I mean...
I didn't know that.
Musicals in general.
Yeah, no, he's super cool. Okay, anyway, so Wagner not only is jealous of Natalie, but Natalie is also jealous of Wagner because his co-star is really pretty, and they're kind of like... so it's on both sides.
Oh, they're both jealous.
Like, both of them are high-key flirting with their co-stars.
Oh, and then upset the person they're married to is flirting with their co-star.
Yep.
Why don't y'all just become a polyamorous couple?
Isn't that just Hollywood? Oh, sorry, I can't say that. So, it's 12 p.m. on Friday, Black Friday, November 27th, 1981.
I just remembered something crazy. My first day of working at Spencer's was Black Friday.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was fun. I had such a fun time.
Good.
I love busy times. It's my favorite.
So the yacht leaves the port and the 4 people are on their boat. They're all very drunk that weekend.
As they should be.
Yeah. So the first night,
As
Natalie and Wagner argued to the point that the captain, Davern, was concerned enough to get Christopher Walken and be like, hey, maybe you should say something. Like, these are my bosses. I can't say anything, but you're a friend.
Aww.
So, like, maybe you could say something. Christopher goes, you never step between an argument of a man and his wife. Like, you don't do that. And you know what? As a woman who has a man, no.
No.
As a wife, I agree.
As a woman who has a man.
I was like, wait.
It's crazy.
I was like, that is a bad sentence.
You went, no, I can't say that. Let me rephrase.
You saw my wheels go, backtrack that one.
You tried to stop halfway, and you're like, nah, I gotta finish it.
And then go back.
So that night, the argument was so bad that Natalie asked Davern to take her ashore. She was like, I don't even want to be on this fucking ship anymore.
Oh.
So they have like a little dinghy boat on the side of the yacht. It's like one of those inflatable ones. It's like 13 feet long. I mean, big enough for 2 people, but definitely like a tiny boat.
Yeah.
So they take that all the way back to the shore, and they sleep at the Lodge Hotel in Avon.
I thought she was gonna die on the way back.
Yeah,
I
me
got
too.
really scared.
I was like, damn, that happened quick as fuck.
So the first time that Davin was asked about this night, he claims that they never left the boat. But after hearing other people's accounts, the police were like, hey, we know this isn't true. And he later admitted that, yes, they both went to the hotel. They stayed in the same room, but nothing happened because he thinks of her like a daughter. They both drank a glass of wine, like went to bed, separate beds. He was mostly there to like babysit her, is what he was saying, you know? He's like, I wasn't trying to do anything with Natalie. Which clearly has been an ongoing, like, okay theme because Robert is not jealous of Davern. Something to keep in mind.
I mean, clearly he's like a father figure.
Yeah. So on Saturday, November the 28th, they returned to the boat, and it seems like Natalie was going to pack up to leave. But Christopher was like, hey, don't leave me with your fuck-ass husband. Like, you should stay. You know, like, I'm here for you. You're my co-star. We're really friends. So, like, come hang out. She's like, okay, fine. And I think he convinces her by saying, like, we're gonna go drink more, because they then immediately go to a saloon and restaurant that's right on the edge of the port.
Oh.
So they go over there to drink, and later Davern and Wagner both met them there. And keep in mind, they're drinking a lot because the waitress said that they got 2 bottles of wine, 2 bottles of champagne, and one of the men was drinking daiquiris. So they all at least had a bottle each.
Damn.
So they were putting that shit down. And according to the waitress, Natalie was kind of in a bad mood. She really didn't touch her dinner. Like, there was clearly just something up, you know?
Yeah.
She wasn't happy to be there.
Yeah.
And she kind of stumbled out of the restaurant. But they were like, oh, she's drunk, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
She's this tiny little Hollywood starlet with these 3 guys who are hammering down drinks. That's gonna happen. The waitress even said they all saw Natalie, like, throw a glass on the floor. Like, she was pissed off. But later, Christopher came out and he was like, no, I was being a drunken fuck. I had, like, done a toast and threw my glass on the floor, and she just, like, mimicked me. But they didn't see him do it. They only saw her do it. So it, like, casted her in a bad light.
Oh.
And he was like, no, we were just being drunk. We paid for the glasses we broke. Sorry.
Oh, I'm glad he was actually, like...
Sticking up for her.
Yeah.
I will say, throughout this, Christopher was never really an issue.
Oh, that's
He
good.
is solely pretty much just the witness that was there.
That's good.
From what we have found.
Speaking of breaking glasses, I dropped a bottle of Angry Orchard yesterday, and I've never been impressed with how much I've broken a fucking bottle, because I'm telling you, there was no big piece left. It shattered.
Oh, damn.
And I got it all over Max, our dog, and he just had, like, glass in his fur, and I felt really bad. But it dropped, and it was everywhere, and it was full.
Damn.
I didn't even open it yet.
Damn.
Damn.
So Davern did come out and say that Christopher and Natalie seemed very flirty during dinner. So around 10, all 4 of them take the dinghy back to the ship. So keep in mind, he also brought all these fuckers over here on this tiny little dinghy.
Oh.
So I don't know.
Just bring the yacht back in.
To be fair, I don't know if he did that all in one trip, if he took them one by one. Like, I don't know how that is done. I don't know, realistically, how many people could fit on a dinghy, because my ass will never be on one.
Yeah, no.
Especially a fucking inflatable one. I'm not putting a pool floaty in the middle of a fucking lake.
It's scary.
Not even a lake. They're in the middle of the
ocean.
Pacific Ocean. Not in the middle of it.
I
but, like,
would
you know.
throw up.
Yeah, no.
I would throw up at the thought. let
Could
alone
not
going.
catch me over there.
So it would be around this time at night when Harbor Patrol would actually claim that they heard a woman that they believe was Natalie scream something about something, but they were like, oh, she's just drunk. Like, she's happy yelling. It's not like, oh my god, something's wrong yelling.
Okay.
But 2 other witnesses that were in their own boat, near enough to Natalie's yacht that, like, they could hear stuff, said that they heard screaming around midnight.
Oh, shit.
But there was another ship somewhat close that was throwing a party. So they just assumed it was from the party ship.
Oh.
Because those 3 ships were all kind of in a triangle with each other. So it was hard to tell what direction it was coming from. Because keep in mind, you're also on water. Sound travels farther. It bounces. So they claimed that they heard a woman yelling, and they heard her say, help me, someone, please help me. And then heard someone very drunkenly say, okay, honey, we'll get you. In a very mocking tone.
She doesn't know how to swim either.
No, she does not.
Especially in the middle of the fucking ocean. That's so much harder.
Oh my gosh.
Keep in mind, it's also November. It's cold.
Oh, shit.
So right before Natalie disappeared, Walker and Wagner had a political debate somewhere, like, down in the cabin, I'm assuming, like, in the little kitchenette area. And Robert Wagner said, quote, "There was no fight, no anger, just a lot of words thrown around like you hear in most political debates. But Natalie sat there not saying much of anything and looking bored. She left us about a half hour in, and we were still talking for almost another hour when I went to kiss her goodnight and noticed she was missing." So that's his account of what happened.
This is the husband?
This is the husband.
Okay.
So at 1:30 in the morning, keep in mind she went missing around midnight, which is also when everyone heard those screams. Wagner and Captain Davern called the Coast Guard saying that Natalie had disappeared.
Oh, shit.
Officially. 6 hours later, the body of Natalie is found floating in the water about a mile away from where the yacht was.
Dang.
She is found floating face down in the Pacific Ocean, 200 yards off of Catalina Island. She's wearing, I believe, a pink fleece nightgown, blue wool socks, and a red puffer jacket. The dinghy that was on the side of the boat was with Natalie. Not that she was attached to it, but it was found nearby, washed ashore on some of the rocks.
She clearly tried.
It was only a little south from the body, so it was obviously her. But the ignition was off. The gear shift was in neutral, which, neutral in the water? I'm very confused by. I'm, like, genuinely, in my notes, I have neutral in the water. Is it not always technically in neutral? Like, if you put it in fucking park, unless you have an anchor, that is the water. You are being moved. Am I wrong?
I think it's for, like, the motor being able to do either reverse or forward.
So it's like idling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, but saying neutral is just fucking wrong. I was like, neutral?
Yeah.
It's like, what do you mean? It's in the water.
You put the boat in neutral?
Yeah.
Because I think technically if a boat has, like, a park on it, that just means the engine shuts off.
Okay. That makes sense. That
But
makes sense.
I haven't been on a boat in the past, like, 10 years, so I could not fucking tell you.
Okay, so keys were there, it was idling, and the oars were, like, locked in it, meaning that no one was actively on it, like, rowing.
Oh.
So, for all we know, she might have never even used the dinghy. It might have just floated out in the same direction as her.
Was it the same dinghy from the yacht?
Yes.
So it wasn't anyone else's?
No, it is that dinghy. So, the coroner who did her autopsy said that she had at least 7 to 8 glasses of wine in her.
Period.
Dang.
Go
So
girl.
she was at a .14.
Damn.
AKA 2 times over the legal limit. Like, that's not the point of you're a little funky drunk. Like, you're laying down.
Yeah.
The walls are spinning. You're not doing anything at that point.
I have always wanted, every time I get drunk, I just want to know what my percentage is at.
Dude, same.
Is that something that I can buy online?
Yeah, you can buy
You
like
buy
a
a
mini breathalyzer.
If not, just get a DUI. We'll get you one.
To put it in my car.
Yeah, you can buy the keychain ones where you just blow into it.
Yeah, I'm just, like, curious. Like,
No,
I'm not gonna do anything with it.
No, that's so fair.
But, like,
I just want to know.
I just want to know.
Like, how drunk am I?
And I want to know, like, my limits.
I have 0 limits. Because I did not drink.
Damn! $129.
Oh, how do you pay?
Oh, they've got one for
$29.
$29.99.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they've got one for $23.99.
Oh.
With Prime, it's $21.99.
Okay.
Yeah, I low-key might get one of these.
it.
I just
Do it.
want to know.
Do it.
They are so expensive.
I guess the more expensive they are, the more accurate they are, but, like...
yeah, they have like the tiny little keychain ones that you would just click to your keys.
She looked like a vape.
Yeah, she do. I can't imagine, like, getting one of those and I'm like, oh, a vape. Oh, I'm .48.
So, when her body was discovered, not only did she have a bunch of bruises on her arms and lower legs, and a cut on her cheek.
She probably fell off the fucking boat.
Well, here's the thing. They're like, oh, it's probably just from the water being hit on rocks. So, they actually mark her death as accidental.
Oh.
Ah.
But don't they have to investigate after that?
Yes and no.
Okay.
I mean, we're
I
here.
know what
I
you
can't
mean,
say
yeah.
we'll get there. We're here. Did she fall off the boat? Was she thrown off the boat? Like, what happened? So, if she did fall off the boat, one of the medical examiners does think that that is actually what happened. They think that she fell while she was trying to board the dinghy.
That's
And, like,
what I was thinking.
Like, maybe she hit her head, just fell. Gone.
But why was she trying to board the dinghy?
Maybe
Did she get
she
into another
was
fight?
tired of her husband arguing with the guy she kind of was flirting with, and she was just like, I just need to get out of here. And she tried to get on the boat, and, like, she was too drunk. She fell.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing to think about, because some people were like, well, why did she drown? Like, how do you not get back in a dinghy? It's like, first of all, she couldn't swim. Second
Yeah.
of all, she's drunk off her ass. Third, she was wearing that heavy puffer jacket.
Yeah.
So first of all,
When that
that's-
gets wet, you
it's
just...
heavy.
Yeah.
And she's too drunk to think about taking that off. So she's swimming against extra weight.
But also, to be fair, I'm a fat ass.
Me.
If you ask me to get into a boat from the water
No.
and there's no
It's hard.
Ladder? That's hard as fuck for me.
Well, we know that it's hard because actually on the side of the dinghy there is claw marks from her trying to get back in it.
Oh.
So we know she tried, absolutely. It's not like she hit the water and went down.
Yeah.
Which is why, getting off the boat, she could have fell in, but I don't like the theory that she hit her head. There's nothing in the autopsy that shows she hit her head.
I don't think she hit her head.
No.
Plus, it would show. And plus, if she hit her head, she would be gone immediately. Because she's hitting that concrete.
And she died officially from hypothermia and exhaustion. So she was fighting out there. And that's also what they think happened, because it makes sense why the dinghy was found somewhat near her. If she had died kind of like clasping onto it, it would have made sense why her body was even afloat. Especially in that heavy puffer jacket. It would make sense when you were basically drifted with the dinghy to shorter waters.
Just holding on to it, like screaming for help.
Well, I don't...
And then she dies of hypothermia and exhaustion. She couldn't swim. She couldn't hold it anymore.
I think at that point, when you pass, you're still locked on. So, like, if she had passed locked on, she's not just gonna release suddenly. Her body's gonna stay like
Plus,
that.
if she has, like, hypothermia, she's frozen.
Yeah.
All of her muscles deteriorating.
That
Frozen.
and with a boat like that, it's hard to hold on to. So, like, she probably didn't have anywhere to grip.
So some people were like, well, obviously she herself is just trying to take the dinghy and leave. Obviously she wasn't having a good time and wanted to leave anyway. That's why that's why people are saying she got
was
drunk
literally
off her ass.
convinced to stay.
Yeah, I'm surprised she came back after she left the first time.
Well, her sister actually came forward. Her name's Lana, and she said, quote, "My sister was not a swimmer and did not know how to swim. She would never go out to another boat or even the shore dressed in her nightgown. She only had socks and a nightgown and a coat.
Yeah.
She wasn't
when
wearing
they found
shoes. Yeah. She wasn't wearing shoes. Why would she go out anywhere as a Hollywood starlet in your nightgown?
But she's still drunk.
That's fair, but still.
Part of me wonders if she was just trying to
crazy
go
things when they drunk.
sit in the dinghy to be alone.
But at the end of the day, why wouldn't she have put the life vest on that was on the boat, knowing she couldn't swim? So,
honestly, if I was in the same situation, I probably wouldn't have even thought about it.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I don't know. If you're me and I'm terrified of water, I'm finding that fucking life vest. That life vest, I'm sleeping in it. Like, that's not coming off of my body. I don't care if I'm in the water, if I'm in a boat. That is on my body the second I'm within a mile of water. And I'm not risking that. Especially if she's had nightmares and night terrors her entire life about it.
Which is why I'm honestly surprised that she got onto the dinghy to go out to the yacht in the first place.
I have a feeling that it was a lot of her husband. I think it was a lot of Rob saying, like, well, I want my wife there.
Yeah.
What was the captain doing?
So the captain was up top. He was captaining the ship. So he was in, like, the ship quarters or, like, the control room.
He didn't see anything?
So you have to remember, it's pitch black. Pitch black. You can't see shit. It's
There's no
midnight.
lights on the deck? Dang.
No, there's no lights. So it's pitch black. He's up there. Everyone else was down in the cabins. So we get Robert's account of what happened. Her husband... We get his account through his own autobiography that he publishes 5 years later. Now, we got his account beforehand, but this is his account, like the one he wants everyone to know.
Yeah.
This is what he claims that he thinks happened. He says, quote, "It was only after I was told that she was dressed in a sleeping gown, heavy socks, and a parka that it dawned on me what had really occurred. Natalie obviously had trouble with that dinghy slamming against the boat. It happened many times before, and I had always gone out and pulled the ropes tighter to keep the dinghy flush against the yacht. She probably skipped on one of the steps after untying the ropes. The steps are slick as ice because of the algae and the seaweed that's always clinging to them. After slipping, she hit her head against the boat. I only hope she was unconscious when she hit the water." Few things. First of all, why do you have the most detailed fucking account?
Yeah, no, especially if this is 5 years later.
Why do you have the most detailed account? Why are you saying that she constantly would be upset at the sound of a rubber dinghy hitting the side of a boat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People have come forward and said that, first of all, barely would have even struck the boat, let alone make a loud enough sound for you to hear. It's rubber.
Yeah. Unless you hear the squeaking, but you probably can't hear that over the sound of the
But
fucking
you're hitting
ocean.
a fucking metal giant yacht. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
It would make sense if you could hear it in, like, the cabins, especially if they were under the ship, because you can maybe hear the thumping of it.
Yeah,
but anywhere else on that ship, no, it's a lost cause.
And you have to remember, she's terrified of the water.
Yeah.
Why would she go down there to try and do that herself? Even if she is mad at you. It doesn't fucking matter.
Well, the first time whenever she left, she literally grabbed the father figure guy.
Exactly. So if she wanted to leave on the second night, why wouldn't she have grabbed him again?
Yeah.
Like she just had done, not only the night before, but many nights, apparently. He would take her ashore. Like, this happened all the time. It seems like Robert would spend a lot of time on his yacht, because you have to remember, during the 80s, paparazzi was still a thing, and it was like an area you could go where no one else could get to. Like, you kind of knew you were safe, I guess, out there. Which is why they would take so many trips out there. The other thing is that he is trying to say that she must have slipped, you know? All of the steps are untouched. The algae, the seaweed, it's not slipped across. It is perfectly sat on the steps. And we know this not only from first-hand account, but you can see it in the photos that were taken that night. On the boat, they also found broken glass, which Wagner had claimed was because of the rough seas. Like, the boat was rocking and knocked over.
Fair, yeah.
But Davern says that Wagner smashed that wine bottle in a jealous rage over Natalie and Christopher, saying out loud, "Jesus Christ, what are you trying to do? Fuck my wife?"
Oh my gosh.
And years later, in 2009, when Robert had to release a second fucking autobiography, he put in that biography...
People were calling him out on his shit, probably.
Well, he put in that biography that he did break that bottle.
Oh.
So he admits that he lied about it to police.
Oh my gosh.
A little suspicious. Okay, anywho, that's gonna be a crazy cut back in.
Audie attacked me.
Payback's a bitch.
I dropped my iPad on her. Whoopsie. It was just her feetsies. It's fine. That she's currently... Okay, I thought you were like shoving your feet into my couch.
Oh, like I do sometimes.
Oh,
No,
Yeah.
I'm literally walking in and she's sleeping, like, no blanket, nothing, just feet shoved under the couch cushions.
No, it's the best
It's
way.
so comfortable.
I could never. I feel like there's something in my couch cushions that's gonna go and, like...
No.
No, that's the safest place to be, babe.
Yeah, the couch inside of the couch is perfect. It's the safest.
Inside of the couch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come in one day, you're just gonna be underneath the couch.
Just gonna
Hey,
be
listen.
in the
Like, in it.
There has been. I will shove my arms under here too, and then every now and then I'll just put my face in.
So, obviously, we're all thinking the same thing. Like, Robert killed her, right? This is the only
Yeah.
person with a motive. So let's talk about why that may have happened and how he may have done it.
Oh,
So, most of this account, even though I believe it, most of it is from Davern, the ship captain.
but
And there's
he
a
was
lot...
being employed by him.
Well, not only was he being employed, his account of what happened didn't come out until years later.
Oh,
When he finally came forward. When it started, he kind of protected his boss. Which would make sense, though. If you're still working for the guy, you're not going
wanna
to
get
say anything
paid.
until years later when maybe you're not working for him. And you can say something.
But also, like, if you have a death on your ship
Also-
or whatever, I'm sure they'll take your, like, boating license or
Well,
whatever away.
He was also
Yeah.
kind of known to sell stories to tabloids. So, like, iffy source, but also you were the one there.
yeah. He also could have signed a contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if Perez Hilton, like, witnessed a murder. Yeah, I'm going to take it with a grain of salt, but damn, you did see it.
Yeah.
You know? So, his story, though, does make the most sense, not only with other testimonies like Christopher Walken's, but with the evidence involved. So, Walker claimed that the night that Natalie disappeared, that her and Wagner had another argument. So, when they got back from dinner, they were arguing again. And this time, it was over the fact that she was spending too much time filming and not enough time with Rob. And at first, Walker was kind of like, okay, I see your side, man. And then he was like, ooh, wait, this is another husband-wife situation. Like, I need to get out of this.
Yeah.
So at first he was there, but then he was like, I need to not do this. This was the last time he ever saw Natalie. So he left them arguing and went outside to, like, the regular ship deck. And by the time he came back, I can't remember if Natalie was gone or she was just leaving. So, like, they were just passing if he did see her.
Oh, shit. But that's still weird, though. Especially, you're not on a cruise ship. Like, you're on a yacht with people that you know. If he passed her on the way, I'm sure he would have said something. Be like, hey, are you good? Or like, hey.
I think he saw her again. If I see it in the notes, then I will let you know. But I think that was the last time he saw her,
Okay.
was the argument.
Yeah, I
Because
was just going to say, that's kind of fishy.
Well, because the next thing I have is that Davern, like I said, he was up in, like, the captain's, not the captain's quarters, but, like, in the control room or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, up in the big glass part of the top
Yeah.
part of the yacht. He says that this argument definitely happened because he heard it happening. And right after the argument is when he heard the dinghy being untied.
So he heard it.
He heard
Oh.
it. And then silence. until Wagner came up to the control room. Oh, it's called a control room. At 11:30 at night. He was, quote, tousled and sweating profusely, as if he had been in a terrible fight, an ordeal of some kind. Keep in mind, all of this came out years later. So Wagner told Davin, don't turn on the floodlights and don't turn on the engine, aka don't turn on any lights to see the water.
And the husband said that?
The husband said that. And obviously, the guy being employed by him can't say no, so they don't turn on the lights. And they don't report her missing for 2 more hours.
How did no one hear her screaming? Only the other boats did, but not the captain.
Especially if you can hear
not
it.
Christopher.
Undo the dinghy.
And that is the next theory. So, obviously, they didn't make any attempts to search for Natalie when Robert came up. And he said, quote, because he didn't
reported her missing, but didn't cut on the floodlights to look for her.
That was later. This is before.
Oh.
So before that, he said he didn't want to make a big deal of it. Like, Robert was like, oh, I don't want to alert people nearby. Like, I'm sure she's just on the boat somewhere. So it was always Rob being like, oh, no, she's somewhere here. Oh, don't put on the lights. She's fine. And Davern said that he has always believed there was foul play because Natalie, obviously, like I've already said, would never go to shore alone.
Yeah.
She would have grabbed Davern.
She was terrified of the water.
So.
She would never touch the buoy on her own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, nothing really came about it. Like I said, they marked her death as accidental. And they did interviews with people, but because it was marked accidental, they never did, like, a proper investigation. Until the case was reopened in 2011.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
And in 2012, her death was changed on her autopsy from accidental drowning to drowning and other undetermined factors. And the medical examiner said by re-looking over the reports that he believes that the bruises on her body and the cut was pre-mortem. So those happened before she fell in the water. Which, the areas of which these are very consistent with domestic abuse.
See, that is the first thing that came to mind whenever you said that they were always arguing. I was thinking that maybe she was getting abused and she just didn't want to, not admit it, but, like, show to the public or the people that she was with that it was a problem.
Yeah. I've also always had the theory that I wonder if that's why she invited Christopher.
As, like, a security almost?
Yeah. She knew that some fucky shit was going to happen the next 2 days, and she thought maybe if someone else was there, he wouldn't go through with it.
But my thing is also, if you are on a yacht, I would expect you to be in a bathing suit at some point of time, you know?
But it's November.
That's
It
true.
is November.
That is
It's
true.
cold. And she's a Hollywood starlet in the 80s. You can't do too much.
Yeah.
Even if they were in swimsuits, that's like t-shirts and shorts at this point.
Yeah.
I think what probably happened was Christopher had gone to bed. He wasn't up there. He couldn't hear. He was asleep.
Well, and also remember, they were so intoxicated, so if he did go to bed,
He
he's
was
sleeping
out.
through that.
Yeah.
And if you are in bed underneath the boat and she's screaming on top of the water, another thing that's deafening that noise.
Yeah.
Which is why I give him somewhat a benefit of the doubt.
So what I think may have happened was they're both drunk. Natalie's drunk. Robert is drunk. They're arguing. They're fighting. He's beating her up. Let's be so for real. He's beating her up. I think he may have accidentally pushed her overboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yelling at her, like, getting too close to her.
Yeah.
She's backing up into a corner, which is the water. And he's hurting her, too. So she gets knocked over. And he's like, I don't want to deal with this.
Could have deployed the dinghy to make it seem like she did it on her own.
Because a piece of me wants to believe that he would be like, oh no, my wife, and jump in after her. But
he wouldn't.
Yeah.
Or at least, like, send the dinghy down so she could potentially get back out.
And here's the other thing, is they did say that even though the algae and everything on the steps weren't slipped on, it does look like someone might have tried to climb up them at some point. So she might have tried to get back up, and then if it is Elisa's theory, like she's saying, she might have tried to reboard the boat and then was like, I can't, he's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
And tried to take the dinghy and then just didn't know how to work it.
Yeah.
And then she's stranded in the middle of the ocean, it's already cold. She very well might have had hypothermia and died before she even got into the water.
Yeah.
I mean, we just don't know. But don't worry, we're only halfway through the notes, guys.
Oh
We
my
still have more.
gosh.
So, as of 2013, the case was officially reopened. But the police claim that Wagner is not a suspect.
Okay.
So he paid them off, is what I'm hearing.
This is when Natalie's sister came forward again. I love Lena. Lena always comes in when she's like, no, my sister would not have been like that. Fuck you. And I love her for
Work.
it.
As she should.
As she motherfucking should.
Also, my bad. I don't know if it's Lena or Lana. Apologies. I'm gonna go with Lana.
We'll go with Lana.
So if it's wrong, my bad, bestie. I'm trying. We still love you.
You're great.
She said, and I quote, I can't imagine that he would purposefully would have done anything to hurt Natalie. However, I know things happen when there's too much drinking and fighting.
Yeah.
So she is saying, from what she saw, she didn't necessarily see him as an abuser, but you never know what's happening behind closed doors.
Yeah.
And she had signs of it on her body. And he broke a wine bottle the day before.
The only thing I'll say about the bruises on her body is that it could have been when she was drunk and stumbling. I will give them that.
Yeah.
Because if you're drunk and stumbling around, I can't tell you how many times I've woken up and been like, where'd I get that?
Yeah, I do that sober.
Yeah, so I'll give them that. But to be fair, I have not seen the bruises. For all I know, these could be like giant covering your arm bruises. I don't know if it's that or if they're talking about tinier ones. Like, I just don't know. There's not photos of that because this was the 80s. And also she's a starlet, so that's not going to be made public. It's the same issues we had with the Marilyn Monroe case.
Yeah.
So Wagner does actually say that he feels responsible, not for her death, but for not noticing that she was gone sooner.
Sir?
Yeah.
He's so for real right now.
So Christopher Walken said, and I quote, the people who are convinced that there was something more to it than what came out in this investigation will never be satisfied with the truth, because the truth is there's nothing more to it. It was an accident. That's from Christopher, which is wild. The lead investigator on the case at the time said, I can't tell you exactly how she got in the water. That seems to be the biggest thing.
How did she get off the boat?
Yeah, like, did she fall? Was she pushed? Did she jump? Did she, like, what is
she
going
clearly
on?
didn't, like, willingly walk off of it.
Yeah, at this point...
She could have drunkenly stumbled her way off of it.
At this point, the only other things that I found were within the crime scene photos. So a couple things that I noticed on the ship is on one of the tables, there is white powder.
Cocaine.
Coke.
But I definitely do think it was coke, especially because it's Christopher Walken, and we already know that during the 80s he had a big coke deal going on. But it's also right next to candle wax, but not melted. It almost looks like it's been shredded with like a cheese grater. And so I guess in their defense they could say that it was that candle wax that had like powderized.
It would have a different texture, I would feel.
But I didn't feel it.
No, I'm just saying, like, for them, I would imagine that it would have a different texture.
And obviously because they're starlets, they're not going to come out and say if there was drugs on the boat.
Yeah.
But it's a possibility that there was also cocaine.
Yeah.
But that has not come out in her autopsy. This was the photo I found it in. So you can see this, like, candle has been kind of, like, almost it looks like string cheese.
Yeah.
So the only other thing I saw is there is a photo of the dinghy that they took, I guess after it had washed ashore. And I don't know what kind of bottle it is, but there is a bottle in the dinghy. And it doesn't look like necessarily an alcohol bottle. It looks almost like a medicine bottle. It's like a tiny brown bottle.
Dang.
And so like I said, I don't know what it is, but it's in the dinghy in the crime scene photos, and I've always wondered what was in the bottle.
Part of me was so pretty.
Yeah, she was.
She was.
Part of me wonders if it was like, I'm going on a totally different theory right now.
As you should. Go right ahead.
But,
I love this.
I wonder if maybe she was not suicidal, but she wanted an out. And I wonder if maybe that bottle was like a message in a bottle and be like, hey, here's what happened. I'm over it. I just want out, and this is the only pliable option that I can think of for myself in this moment, especially if she was already having a hard time with her husband. She might have felt embarrassed and didn't want to go to Davin, the, like, father figure, to, like, ask to be sent back to shore one more time, because he was, I don't want to say annoyed, because I don't know who this person is, but, like, she clearly wanted off that boat.
Yeah. Where she was in a mindset of, like, I just need to go, I don't want to ask for help.
Yeah, I just want out. Like, she was clearly frustrated.
Well, I've always thought of kind of in your line of thinking, where she wanted off the boat, and I'm wondering if it was, okay, they're arguing, she's already in her pajamas, obviously, she's in her nightgown, they're arguing. Okay, heated, whatever. She leaves, and he starts following her as they're arguing, and she's like, oh my god, I'm trapped on a boat.
Yeah.
And so she's like, well, I'm going to shore, I'm done with this then.
And she's spiraling.
And he's like, fine, leave. So she goes to the dinghy and heads off, and that's when he's tussled and sweaty and pissed off. and maybe goes up to Davin at that point. He's like, do you want me to turn the lights on? He's like, no, because he already knows that she's gone. But he's not necessarily thinking like she's dying. He's just like, no, she's gone, it's fine, whatever.
She can find her own way out.
Yeah, and then realizes 2 hours later, alright, we haven't really heard from her, I guess we should say something. So he's just thinking like, yeah, we'll report her missing, they're gonna find her on the shore. Like, you know, I'm calling them saying she's gone, and they're gonna be like, oh, she just turned up here, you know?
Yeah.
Her body is found 6 hours later.
I just think it's so suspicious that he literally went up to the captain's, like, control room to tell him not to turn on the lights.
Yeah. No, it is weird. I definitely think there was foul play involved.
Definitely.
And that he paid everybody off. And now that Robert Wagner is in his 90s, I am hoping that maybe after he passes, someone comes forward. So, Christopher Walken is still alive, and I haven't heard that Davern has passed. Obviously, he's not like a celebrity, but I would hope that one of them would come forward later on and be like, okay, now that he's gone, here's what really fucking happened. But Robert Wagner is such a big person and has so many people around that I just don't think it could ever happen.
Yeah.
I think she's another one that is with John Benet Ramsey, where if I ever find her, I'm going to be like, hey, what the fuck happened, girlie? Please tell me.
That's so sad, though. Like, she was clearly doing well for herself, and it just seems like she got caught up in this shitty situation.
Yeah.
She definitely got stuck with the wrong man when she was too young, and because she said herself she doesn't know who she is as a person.
She looks back to that.
Yeah. Well, I think she wanted security. I think that she had never known how to do anything for herself. It seemed like she grew up with maids, like, didn't really pick up after herself, things like that. Where she probably got to a point in her life where she was like, fuck, I need a man with money. And he's a man with money.
Girl, me too. Shit.
Which could have been why he was so jealous of her, and maybe she didn't really care about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's got this really pretty lady. She doesn't really give a fuck. She's like, I use you for money. And you know what? If you did, girl, good for you.
Yeah. Go, girl.
But that is the story of Natalie Wood. It's very sad. She was a very amazing actress. I genuinely love West Side Story, not even gonna lie. She's fucking great in it. Amazing.
She's so pretty.
Yeah. I definitely think she would have gone so far. And it's actors like that I always think of, like, what other bigger movies have come out in the years that you would have been in if you were here?
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for hanging out with us, guys. If you have any input on this case, make sure that you comment it wherever. We'll look at it. Wherever you want to fucking put it. I think there's even a Discord page of, like, discussions where you can go and talk about it.
You can comment on the Discord. You can comment on the podcast, like, right under it. If you're, like, watching this on Spotify, you can, like, scroll up, comment.
Yeah, there's a ton of options. Do all of them.
You can join the Discord. Talk to us on Discord. Leave a comment on the Instagram. Just let us know.
You can also DM us if you're just like, I don't want to chat with other people. I only want the bimbos. We understand.
That's okay.
We are also anxious.
We're awesome.
But follow us on all the things. Love us on all the things. We will love you on all of the things. Come hang out on Twitch.
Yes, we have Twitch
now. Streaming on Twitch. I was telling them, and maybe we've already done it at this point. Who knows? Maybe we've been balling, guys. But I really want to watch The Jinx. So when this episode comes out, if I haven't done that yet, get on our asses to watch The Jinx, because Danny and Elise do not know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, it's crazy that y'all don't know what it is.
What's it about?
It might be better to go in blind.
You have to go in blind. Like, you have to go in completely blind.
Okay.
You have to go in blind to The Jinx, and I also want to watch The Staircase.
The Staircase.
Oh,
Staircase
in
the Woods.
So fucking good. Staircase, you have to go in blind. Like, please actually do not look up anything about it. Because if you do, you will immediately find the plot twist.
Oh.
Damn. Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
like, you will immediately find it.
Work. Movie night.
Anyway, I'm Audie.
I'm Danny.
I'm Elise.
And this has been
Breakfast with Bimbos. There's a cat line.
I'd love to do a line of cats.
Sorry.
What are you looking at? Ignored. Fully fucking ignored. So Davern... Can I read? So Natalie Wood was a really big... Natalie Woods was... Elise, stop looking at me.
Okay, I look away.